on the verge of seeing the rematch of one of the greatest fights Miami Beach has ever witnessed. Back on January 20th, these two boys, Danny Nardico and Charley Norkus, fought one of the most complete brawls that a boxing ring has ever seen. There were 8 knockdowns before Danny Nardico was finally tipped in an upset with a 9th-round TKO scored by Charley Norkus. Norkus was down twice, Nardico down 6 times. That's the kind of a fight we have on our hands, and we're ready to go with it, so let's get up into the center of the ring to ring announcer Art Neerstedt.
Pugilistic rights, one of the fighting brothers, Del Flanagan. Former champion of the world, Jake LaMotta. Leading contender for the middleweight crown from Philadelphia, Joey Giardella. Last but not least, now making Miami his home, light heavyweight champion Archie Moore. Officials assigned here this evening by your Miami Beach Boxing Commission, the official timekeeper, Jim Ruby, at the bell, counting for the knockdowns, Al Sherman. Judges are Morris Feingold and Stu Winston. Your referee, Jimmy Peerless. Commission physicians, Doctors Alexander Robbins and Samuel Kaplan. Feature presentation of the evening, bringing together for 10 rounds from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing 197 1/4, wearing black and white trunks, Charley Norkus. And his opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing 180 1/4, wearing white and black trunks, Danny Nardico. 10 rounds.
The referee is Jim Peerless, and he has the two fighters now giving them their final briefing or reminding of instructions under the rules of the Miami Beach Athletic Commission. Danny Nardico is, of course, readily identifiable. You can see the size edge that Charley Norkus has. He also has a considerable weight edge, coming in 16 3/4 pounds heavier than Danny, 197 1/4 to 180 1/2. This is Danny Nardico. He'll be wearing white trunks, Charley Norkus in black. Round number 1. More of a stumble than a solid hit. The right-hand punch Charley Norkus threw lipped as a glancing blow above the ear of Nardico, and he sort of staggered. More of a stumble. It was not a punch that staggered him. Nardico in the white trunks has had almost twice as many fights as Norkus. 63 to 36 is the totals. Charley Norkus, particularly in his last 4 or 5 bouts, has come along very fast. One of those, of course, was that spectacular victory over this self-same Danny Nardico here on January 20th. Neatly Danny Nardico in the white trunks, Charley Norkus in the black. One minute to go in the first round. Slugging right hand on the ear, and that one has got Nardico in a momentary bit of trouble. Norkus has really found a home for that right hand. 30 seconds to go in the first round. Fifteen seconds to go in the round. There's the end of round number one. Let's take a look at this boy, Charley Norkus, close up. He's won 25 of his 36 fights, 17 of them via the knockout route. This is his first national television appearance. On the side, you may be interested to know, he is a considerable artist. And I am not saying that he runs around with a pencil and paper and doodles. He paints in oils and has some, not only some very laudatory remarks about his oil work, landscape, and portraiture, but he also picks up some money on the side. He's getting married in June to a Miss Margie Vogelsang in Long Island. Across the ring, Danny Nardico is listening to words of wisdom from his corner. One of Danny's weaknesses is the loss of temper when he gets tagged. He tends to get wild, and he was tagged plenty in that first round, particularly in the final minute of the round. Against a bigger man with a longer reach, Nardico is pretty much committed to the proposition of going in after him and staying in tight. Both these boys are ex-Marines. Matter of fact, Nardico got started in boxing in the Marine Corps. Nardico in the white trunks. 1 minute left in round number two. Rough uppercut that Norkus can file away in there. Jack Drees back at the Miami Beach Auditorium. We're looking into Danny Nardico's corner as the bell sends him out for round number 3. Jim Peerless, the referee, warns Nardico to keep his punches up. Danny, after that shaking up he received in the first round, has been swarming in a good deal closer and smothering the big arms of Charley Norkus. The right hand was a good one thrown by Norkus. The left was partially blocked. One minute to go in round number 3. Danny Nardico on the white trunks against Charley Norkus in black. Norkus is bleeding at the nose. 30 seconds to go in round 3. The end of the third. We're happy to welcome 5 cities joining our coast-to-coast lineup tonight and every Wednesday for these famous blue ribbon bouts. Station WRDW, Augusta, Georgia. Greetings to you men at Camp Gordon. Station KHOL, serving Kearney and Holdridge, Nebraska. WMAZ in Macon, Georgia. KNOE in Monroe, Louisiana. And KTXL in San Angelo, Texas, wool capital of the world. Several of the mayors of these cities have proclaimed Wednesday night as Blue Ribbon Fight Night in their cities. Our thanks to these good mayors. This is Charley Norkus. Round number 4 coming up as the warning buzzer sends the second scurrying out. First showing of blood from the nose of Charley Norkus in that third round. groan that went through the crowd on that big right hand indicates they may have been misled on the punch. Norkus' punch grazed the chin of Nardico, did not land. Solid left hook alongside the jaw of Charley Norkus. Norkus does not appear particularly shaken up, but it was a good punch. A welt is appearing just below the left eye of Norkus. Apologies to KOHL TV for their card being upside down. Of course, a technical error any way you look at it. KOHL means good TV. Seconds to go in the fourth round. The warning buzzer sends the seconds out. Round number 5 coming up. We're looking into the corner of Charley Norkus. Norkus starts the proceedings with a whistling right hand. Norkus was able to get his feet under him a little bit better on some of those right hands. This might be all over. Tends to spread out and rob himself of a good deal of power available in that right. The official attendance here at Miami Beach Auditorium tonight, 4,059, which breaks all attendance records in this auditorium. This rematch battle has been a big item in Miami Beach sports, and they were in line at 7 o'clock tonight to get the last remaining tickets from the box office. A record crowd watching this one. Trouble. There's a minute to go in the round, a little less now. Thirty seconds left in the fifth round. Solid exchange of punches there. Charley Norkus, bleeding at the nose, is also cut now inside the mouth.
Next Wednesday night, we hope you'll join us for the 181st Pabst Blue Ribbon Bout. From the St. Louis Arena in St. Louis, Missouri, we'll bring you a 10-round lightweight match between Arthur Persley of Red Cross, Louisiana, who has lost only 3 of his 46 professional bouts, and Armand Savoy of Montreal, Canada, the former Canadian lightweight and welterweight champion. So make next Wednesday and every Wednesday your Pabst Blue Ribbon Fight Night on television. And remember, your ringside TV ticket to the fights is the beer that brings you the fights. Smoother tasting Pabst Blue Ribbon. Finest beer served anywhere.
Jack Drees once again at the Miami Beach Auditorium. Round number 6 coming up. Next Wednesday and the following week, our buddy boy Russ Hodges will be back in action on the Blue Ribbon Bouts, getting a break in his broadcasting chores of covering the New York Giants baseball team. Looking right hand thrown by Norkus, but it was a glancing blow. Nardico got his shoulder up in time, caused the glove to bounce off it. And off his head. One minute to go. We're in round number 6. Nardico walking into another walloping right hand. This boy can hang on. Uppercut by Norkus, and Nardico falls against him. Ready to go. There's round number 7. Pace in these last 2 rounds has been terrific. Nardico has started Norkus's nose to bleeding profusely now. It looks like there may be a slight cut opened up along the ridge of the nose, down along the right side. Nardico's left hook counter-punching very effectively here in this round. One minute to go in round number 7. Big right hand dropped in there by Nardico. It's the end of the 7th round, and brother, we've got a fight on our hands, huh? This has been a wonderful period for sports in Miami Beach. Of course, a great many of the Major League Baseball clubs are in the area. Miami Beach has just completed its $15,000 international 4-ball golf tournament. The world's best tennis players are at hand with the 6th annual Good Neighbor Tennis Championships now underway. Here in the audience tonight from the world of horse racing, Sammy Rennick, Eddie Arcaro. From the theater world, Phil Silvers of Lucky Me is here tonight. Jack Carter. Tony Martin is across the ring from us. We certainly want to express our appreciation to Hank Myers, the publicity director here at Miami Beach. Walter Jacobs of the Lord Tarleton for their grand hospitality this time and every time we come down in this area. But there's the warning whistle. Round number 8 is coming up. 1 minute to go in the 8th round. Seconds left in round 8. Both these boys showing the effects of the pace.
Make a date each Wednesday night to watch the Pabst Blue Ribbon fight. Your TV ticket, good all year, is smoother Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
What you have?
Pabst Blue Ribbon. What you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon. Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Smoother, smoother, smoother flavor, finer beer, that million flavor. Taste that smoother, smoother flavor.
Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Here's how to be prepared for unexpected guests. Ask for Pabst Blue Ribbon in this case of 24. And always keep your refrigerator well stocked with smooth, distinctive tasting Pabst Blue Ribbon. Finest beer served anywhere.
Well, there are 2 more rounds of fighting ahead of us. The fight goes the distance. Round number 9 coming up. This is Charley Norkus. Nardico starts out this round as he did 2 rounds ago with a good display of that left hook. It was a weapon he put back in the scabbard during round number 8. Tired. And Norkus now is trying to put across the big one that'll give him something to sleep on. Nardico just pawing and holding on, and Norkus can't finish him. One minute left in round number 9. Exhausted, Danny Nardico going back to his corner. He has one more round in front of him. And this will be a tough 3 minutes for both fighters. Nardico has had his best success tonight with the left hook, particularly when he used it as a counter after letting the left-hand lead of Norkus's come at him. Norkus has a tendency to drop that right hand when he jabs with his left. And when Nardico could get the thing together, it was a good punch for him. Norkus is sitting calmly across the ring. That nosebleed did not bother him during the round just concluded. And it is a very slight cut along the bridge of his nose. That white smear marks the spot of the cut. And here we go with the last round of fighting. Danny Nardico has started the blood flowing from the nose of Charley Norkus once again. Two minutes left in the fight. A minute and a half to go. One minute. Staggered again. There were 8 knockdowns the last time these two got together. So far tonight, neither has been able to put the other down. But it's been a brawling, bruising, punishing struggle all the way. 30 seconds to go in the fight. Comes as a surprise to most people here. No one thought that these two guys, the way they throw the leather, could go for the full distance. We'll have the decision in just a moment.
There's nothing more satisfying than a glass of good beer. And the better the beer, the greater the satisfaction you'll get from the drinking of it. The way to experience the most pleasure from your glass of beer is pure and simple. When you hear this friendly question,
Nardico, referee Jimmy Peerless votes 98 Norkus, 96 Nardico. The winner is Norkus. Norkus the winner.
Charley Norkus, a young heavyweight that is really on the move, gets the decision, a unanimous one. Stay tuned for Sports Spot, which will follow on most of these same stations with the famed basketball star Frank Selby as the guest. This is Charley Norkus, and he is a happy young fellow tonight, for this was a big victory for him to gain. A unanimous decision over Nardico in a bruising battle that saw him finish much the stronger of the two at the end. Now, don't go away, because in a moment we'll tell you about next week's fight.
I don't want to go 10 rounds like that with either one of those boys, I'll tell you. I'd much rather do what I did this morning. Got a real thrill, actually.